All right, let's take a turn, talk some NBA medals. The Suns won again last night. Chris Paul was great again last night, 28 and 10, but CP3 just missing out on a medal from Nick. Nick, who did make your podium stand today?
I desperately wanted to include Chris Paul. He was spectacular, also great in the handshake line when he snubbed Paul George. Unfortunately, 3 people were better. Jaylen Brown 2 nights ago had 39. Didn't make the medal stand because they lost the game. Tonight he had 38. Technically, he actually had 35 because if you saw that first highlight, he accidentally banked in a 3 from the top of the key. Those 3 points don't count. But aside from that, he was spectacular. 38 points, bronze medal for Jaylen Brown. Tatum, his teammate, had 35. Russell Westbrook had the most rebounds and the most assists of any player in the entire NBA last night. He played the Lakers. We'll get to the Lakers in a moment. Terrible performance by them. Russ gets a silver medal, averaging a triple-double once again for the red-hot Wizards. And gold medal, Nikola Jokic, 32 points. But most importantly, the game-saving hack of Zion Williamson. But no call, so all good. Jokic saves the game with a defensive play, probably locks up the MVP. Look at this. Whack you in the head, Zion. Blammo, as Wilds would say. That saved the game after a terrible turnover. 32, 7, and 8 as the Nuggets get an important win.
Run that play back. He didn't touch his head.
Run it back, and what you'll see is Nikola Jokic's doughy forearm hitting Zion Williamson in his head. That's what you would have seen, but he gets a gold medal. A lot of slander today for the guys I gave medals to. I kind of crushed everyone who got medals. Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah, it totally did. Wilds, who just missed the cut? Don't crush anyone.
Oh, Brandon Goodwin with a new defensive play here. Gets a travel called on Seth Curry. Even though he jumped over him, almost like a defensive Vince Carter move right here. Great job. You know, the Hawks ended up losing by 44. But thanks to Brandon Goodwin's great play, they could have lost by 46. So great job, Brandon.
That ref should be fine. That ref should get in trouble. Oh, no.
Nick alluded to it. Bad loss for the Lakers last night. Is it now time for them to start playing desperate? Is it time for Nick to think it's good enough? Nothing is tough enough. Anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, you can lift that? Well, I can lift that while eating a taco, pushing a car with my butt, and texting at the same time. It's crazy. Things have gotten out of control. But all this craziness we've seen, nothing tops future Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes. Right, Nick? Because he released his own workout video yesterday, and it blew me away. Guys, hang on.
Wow.
This kind of movement right here, that's impossible. This took my 6-year-old a week and a half to master. Okay, and this right here, look at the angles. He's stepping with
we're taking shots.
With such precise angle, it's unfathomable. Big guy, Patrick Mahomes.
We're taking shots.
Burly, strong man. Well, I'm not taking any shots. I'm just working off what you said. I mean, Josh Allen can't do anything like this, obviously.
Shots.
Just look at the movement. Just look at the flexibility. I'm going to call Harper in here because it took her a long time to learn this. Mahomes, in the world of workout videos, you are king.
You know what? I don't like how this segment's gone.
Okay, look, timing is everything in life. The timing is important for your jobs, for relationships, for media narratives. A few months ago, Baker Mayfield said, hey, almost 100% M&I just saw a UFO, and it dominated the media. Oh, can you trust a guy who believes in UFOs? Tom Brady says he believes in UFOs, helps him out. It's a big joke, but it's a big story. Well, Baker had an interview, and he doubled down. Take a listen.
I'm a firm believer in UFOs and Sasquatch. So it's real. I saw it. I'm glad the Navy finally confirmed some more pictures. Now everybody doesn't think I'm as crazy. I believe.
True story. So Navy did sort of confirm that there were UFOs, but the idea, the whole idea of it is that it's unidentified, so it's not a big deal. But the more interesting story is this. Baker just threw Sasquatches in there. Just added it in as a little bonus addition. Hey, I also believe in Sasquatches. And you know what? No one cares. No one cares because he timed it perfectly before the NFL draft, and the media can't deal with it. 2 months ago, if he said he believed in Bigfoot, it would be a huge deal. Now he can just sneak the Sasquatch news in right underneath the NFL draft. No one cares. So why is
this is what I'm talking about, Nick. This is what I'm talking about.
All right,
you get it now?
Do you get it? Here we go. I get it, Cowherd. I got to deal with Brandon here and Cowherd in my personal life.
You walk into the locker room and this is like you got to deal with my starting quarterbacks talking about UFOs. Come on, please. Get out of here.
How many guys in that locker room, Brandon? Brandon, how many guys in that locker room believe the world's flat? How many guys? A lot of them. Leave Baker alone. Go ahead, Jenna.
Brandon's got us all fired up, donning his Jets jersey all morning. We're excited for tonight's draft and what his Jets are going to do. Let's make the call. Let's start with Trevor Lawrence. The consensus #1 pick, seen as a franchise changer for the Jags. We know the group of quarterbacks likely joining him near the top. Brandon, make the call. Who ultimately will be the best quarterback picked other than Trevor Lawrence?
Okay, other than Trevor Lawrence, let me see. Obviously, you guys know I love Justin Fields, but something happened the last couple days inside of me where, I feel like I got this one right, where, I believe I know the guy. The guy is Trey Lance. Like I had this guy here for a short period of time back in November, December, and there was something special about this kid. But I really didn't know much about him. But over the last couple months and going through this process and listening to people talk and connecting with him even more, man, this dude is special. I mean, from his smile, from his swagger, and then when you go on the field, how he throws the ball different angles. He's big, he's fast, he's smart. Like this guy, I'm telling you, if he lands at #3 with the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan, a couple years from now, we're going to be saying, wow, I don't know why they made this bet. They made the bet, and it paid off in a major way. This kid right here, Trey Lance, is the answer.
Yeah, I actually agree with Brandon. I think that he's got the most upside other than Lawrence. I think he's the biggest risk other than, take Lawrence out of it. Lawrence isn't really a risk, actually. But I think he's the biggest risk as well. But if you were to say to me, which of these quarterbacks other than Lawrence has the best chance of one day winning a league MVP, I'd also go with Trey Lance. So I'm going to co-sign that with Brandon Lawrence.
Okay, triple co-sign Trey Lance for me, too. Here's why. We had Trey Lance on the show, and we tried our best to get a headline. When you have a draft prospect on, you want him to say something. On first things first, Trey Lance said he's better than Tom Brady. He didn't give us anything. It was a real Patriot-esque performance. We tried to trick him like, hey, you think it's unfair? People say you didn't only threw 15 passes last year. It's like, I'm trying my best. It was just a perfect performance. It showed sound strategy. He took no risks. Very smart, very savvy. So good job, Trey Lance. You didn't give us anything in an interview, but I think it helped your draft stock.
I think it's going to be awesome.
All right. Plenty of good receivers in this draft as well. Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, just to name a few. Brandon, make the call. Who will ultimately be the best skill position player drafted tonight?
I mean, hold on. Jen, you're just going to name just 2 guys? You don't want to keep going and get to the actual right answer? The right answer is Devontae Smith.
Oh.
I mean, come on, Jenna. He was the Heisman Trophy winner. 1,800 yards, 23 touchdowns in the SEC Power 5 school. That is the answer. Brandon, why are you going with him when there's so many great guys, even the names Jenna mentioned? Well, because I'm thinking about production. I'm thinking about a guy that can come in right away and just pro-ready. Like, this dude is going to be a shocker where he lands, and it's going to be high, but he's going to come in, and this dude's going to produce at a high level. You can put him in a slot. You're going to put him outside. He's going to find a way. I'm going with Devontae Smith. I mean, it's reminiscent of Marvin Harrison with a little bit more flair, a little bit more flash. Devontae Smith's the answer.
I thought you were going to say it's reminiscent of Marvin Hagler because pound for